Here we are outside Dublin Castle, the rear entrance onto Ship Street Little, the famous castle gates, and we're following the line of the city wall. Now you can see that the city wall is standing really high at this point with a bastion, but the ashlar masonry is later. It's post-medieval in date, and the city wall is actually being refaced along this line. As we move further, there's a very interesting site up here. It's currently a car park. This is the site of a couple of mills, the Doubleday Mills. There was an 18th century terrace of houses, perhaps even late 17th century, running along, backing up against the wall, which is hard to believe now, but you can see the remnants of them there on this site, on the other side of the car park, the brick walls. But what's interesting here is that because the houses were backing up onto the wall, effectively the wall was their rear, wall, it was never refaced. So this is the original medieval build of the city wall. You can see the calc limestone. Originally we thought the blocks were faced rectangular, but actually they come out of the quarry, as demonstrated by the excavations by Alan Hayden in Chancery Place. The seams of rock lend themselves to this sort of rectangular shape. This was probably quarried. The wall, the stone for this possibly quarried from Chancery Place. So standing beneath my feet, we possibly have the mill pond and the Doubleday Mills. It's very interesting, the brick wall coming out here, because this is probably 17th century, part of the terrace houses, and it's identical build to the Poddle River that runs along the culvert right underneath the road there. This is originally, of course, the mighty river that encircled Dublin Castle and provided that line of defence. It has been reduced to a fairly spectacular, I have to say, brick culvert. In some cases it's a double culvert that runs along the street here and goes straight in through Dublin Castle, turning slightly to the right there to run in front of the old barracks building. This site, of course, is under threat of development, but it's complicated by the fact that the city ditch extends out from that wall. So the Poddle actually formed part of the city ditch. So it's probably a massive amount of organic material, maybe up to 3 or 4 metres deep in this location. And you can see how buckety the road is. It's probably the lip of the ditch causing that problem. As we come up here, we have a concrete wall. I'm not sure what's going on there. But when we look in here, in another car park, we see the city wall again in a very bad condition. It has been propped to the upper levels. You can see the brick sitting on top of it. There again, you see the same rectangular block. And that is the line of the city wall in Dublin. It's relatively hidden, but still exists. And wouldn't it be fantastic to open up a wall walk, walking along with the wall on your left-hand side?